if your child carpools with somebody like a friend or their friend's family, it's good to let them know when you're going to drop them off somewhere that you usually take them, because then you don't make them late for where they need to be if it's the same place that your child goes to as their friend. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I apologize for my hair. It's wet right now. So today in this video, I'm going to tell you guys another story time. Yes, I'm doing so many story times lately. I promise I'll get back into doing top 10s. But for now, I'm just doing story times. But anyway, today in this video, I'm going to retell you guys a story about how I was late for swim lessons on a while being on a wild goose chase looking for my friend. And I made this video, I think, a year or two ago, and I don't like the quality, so I'm redoing it. And if you want to see the video, I'll link it down below if you didn't see. So this is a story about how my mom and I were late for my swim lessons because we were supposed to pick my friend up, but her parents didn't tell us they were taking her to swim lessons, and we ended up being late because there was no communication. So this is a story just to let you guys know, if you're a parent and your child carpools with somebody, it's really important to communicate with their carpool to let them know that you're taking them somewhere, and then so you don't make their carpool late. It's just really important in responsible parenting. So I'm gonna get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So I think this all started about maybe 22 or 21 years ago. I was either in the second or third grade. I had told my teacher we were picking my friend up to go to swim lessons, and I was really excited because it was swim lessons day, and on swim lesson days we'd always pick my friend up to swim lessons, and my mom was taking her everywhere. So whenever my friend was going to events or like whatever like classes we had, we would pick her up and take her with us. So then, because her parents were always working late or whatever, and so it was just easier for her to get to places. And then my mom was like taking her all over the place. So anyway, I told my teacher we were picking her up for swim lessons. My mom and I get in the car. I get in the car after school with my mom, and then she was like, "Where's your friend?" I was like, "I didn't see her." And my mom's like, "Oh, that's weird." So we decided to go to my friend's house to go see if she was already at her house, because sometimes we would pick her up for swim lessons at her house. And I think this was a couple of days before school was let out. I forgot to mention that. And so we go to my friend's house. We knock at the door. Nobody's there. And then we try to call their house phone, because back then we didn't have cell phones. And it turned out that I guess my mom had tried to call, but it turned out their phone was broken or something. I don't know how we knew their phone was broken, but it was really weird because I guess we called from either the house phone, or my mom may have had a cell phone at that time. I can't remember how we were trying to get a hold of them on their house phone, but their phone was broken. So nobody's home. The lights are all off. My mom leaves my friend's house, and then we go to my friend's grandma's to see if she was there. We knock at my friend's grandma's door, and we ask, "Is my friend here?" And the grandma's like, "She's not here." And the grandma was really confused. And I was like, okay, this is weird. So I go in the car with my mom. We decide to drive to one more place, and it was my friend's daycare. So we go to my friend's daycare, and then when we get there, because my friend went to an after-school daycare, because like I said, her parents worked late or something. So we go to my friend's daycare. And as we go to the daycare, she's not there either. So we are getting a little irritated. My mom is not too happy because I'm already late for swim lessons. And she starts to have a chat with me and goes, "Did she tell you her parents were picking her up and you didn't tell me?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Because this is ridiculous, blah, 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 blah." Because she was pretty upset because we were already late for swim lessons trying to find my friend, because we tried after school, we tried her house, we tried her grandma's house, and then we tried her daycare. She wasn't at any of them. And she goes, "Blah, blah, blah, blah. I am not too happy about it because you're late for swim lessons and yada, yada, yada. So she's not mad at me, but I think she was irritated because my friend was nowhere to be found and we were supposed to be picking her up for swim lessons. So we go to my swim lessons. We see my friend's parents' car. And then my mom and I are like, this is weird. So we get out of the car. We walk into swim lessons. We see my friend and her parents there. And it turned out that they forgot to tell us that they were picking her up and taking her to swim lessons. So my mom and I were not too happy about that because we were already late for swim lessons driving around trying to find her. And my mom was like, politely like, why didn't you guys tell us you were taking her to swim lessons? You made us late because we were looking around for her and blah, 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 and we didn't know where she was. And so my friend's parents were super nice and they felt really bad and they apologized to us for making us late for swim lessons trying to find her because they accidentally forgot to communicate with us that they were already taking her to swim lessons. And they felt really bad and apologized. And my mom was super nice about it. And she goes, that's okay, blah, 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 blah. And so they did come up with a new thing that they were going to start probably either calling us or having her friend tell me that they were either taking her to swim lessons or whatever. And so it would make it easier for us because we were not too happy that we were driving around looking for her to take her to swim lessons, and it made us late for swim lessons. So once our swim lessons started, my friend and I decided to forget about what had happened and just continue our swim lessons. And then once we talked with her parents about what happened, it just made it easier for us and we came up with a game plan. So the moral of the story is it's always important that when you're a parent and you have a child and you usually have somebody pick up your child, it's always important to communicate with the parent, with the carpool, to let them know that you're already taking them somewhere that they need to be. So then you don't make the carpool late trying to look for them. So always just do good communication skills when you're a parent and you usually have a carpool take your child somewhere because your work schedule or whatever. So just please keep that in mind because it shows responsibility. So that was the retelling about how I was late for swim lessons trying to find my friend. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you didn't see the original story, I'll link it down below along with my story about how I was late for gymnastics trying to find my friend, which will also be linked down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!